It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's November 22nd. And wow, is it cold out the door this morning. I have wind chill values in the upper teens as of 5 a.m. And actual temperatures are in the mid-20s this morning, too. We're going to warm to the upper 20s here shortly. I've got numbers this afternoon at about 48 degrees for the high temperature. But definitely what we're experiencing is a cool down compared to yesterday. We had those skies clear out, the clear skies overnight, the northwest wind, allowing that much colder air to filter into the Ozarks. So waking up in the 20s, but I've got better news in the forecast, especially as we get closer to Thanksgiving. The other good news in the forecast is that if you're traveling and you're staying semi-regional, the travel forecast looks pretty good. Most of the Midwest, the plains look pretty good. Even if you're heading west, weather across the western portion of the country is looking rather quiet. Cold but dry here in the Ozarks today for anybody heading out of town today. Nice travel weather. The wind is not as bad today. We've still got a northwest breeze, but it's going to stay at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So tolerable, shouldn't be a big issue if you're on the roads today. We just have those really cold temperatures. Might be a little bit on the cool side if you have to get out and fill up the gas tank before hitting the road. What we have is a whole lot of tranquil weather across the middle part of the country, and our winds will move to the southwest. That happens overnight tonight and on Thanksgiving Day. That southwest wind combined with sunshine is really going to help warm us up. In fact, I have temperatures on Turkey Day near 60 degrees. Cold in the morning for anybody doing the turkey trot. I think low temperatures will still be in the upper 30s, low 40s. So cold, but that's to be expected in now late November. And it looks like this year we are going to be dry on Thanksgiving Day, which is not always the case. In fact, I feel like the turkey trot always somehow has miserable weather, but this year, not so bad. Warmer and sunny on Thanksgiving Day for us here in the Ozarks, so perfect for heading outdoors with the family in the afternoon too. High temperatures will be near 60 degrees. Then colder air moves back in for the weekend. So it's a very brief warm up that we're experiencing, but today the high temperature about 48 degrees. Thanksgiving Day, 60, and then we go back into the 40s as we head closer to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I expect that we will have some rain chance in the forecast too for the weekend. It's just in the form of these very light rain showers. And while it's going to happen in the overnight hours and the temperature profile will be close, you may have heard some rumblings of wintry weather over the weekend. Yeah, I really think what it results in for us here in the Ozarks is just a cold rain. I'm not expecting travel impacts from this. It'll just be cold and dreary Saturday night into early Sunday morning. So for any of you heading back home on Sunday morning, know to expect really cold, dreary, drizzly conditions in the morning. And then I think we dry up in the afternoon. This is primarily going to be an overnight event. So high temperature on Thursday will be the warmest of the week with a high temperature right at about 60 here in Springfield. Others around the Ozarks may be in the upper 50s, but overall a nice day. The wind's not too strong. It's still out of the southwest and we've still got sunshine. Another frontal boundary moves through, brings cooler air for us. By Friday, we're back to 48. We're at about 45 degrees for the high temperature on Saturday and close to 45 on Sunday too. And on Sunday, we may start with the cold rain. However, I expect sunshine to take over by the afternoon. So it's not a washout of a holiday weekend by any stretch of the imagination. Around the country, what's making headlines are these travel impacts expected for the East Coast. Storm system heading their direction. In fact, it was here in the Ozarks. It brought us our rain chances Monday and early Tuesday. Now it's off in the East Coast and it's creating some travel headaches for those folks. High rainfall amounts, better travel conditions for the remainder of the country. And I am expecting some snow showers on Wednesday and Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. That is for the northern portion of New York State and the Northern Rockies. They are looking at a white Thanksgiving. None of that here in the Ozarks, though. I said just a cold rain for us, and that's what materializes for us by Saturday night into early Sunday. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question for the day. Some Thanksgiving trivia. What was the first video game character to appear as a float in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Do you think it was A, Sonic the Hedgehog, B, Super Mario, or C, Crash Bandicoot? You can see him tomorrow, and it is A, Sonic the Hedgehog. One of my favorite traditions, definitely, is watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm excited to show the kids because I think they'll be excited about that too. Actually, last year I saw that they added Bluey as a Thanksgiving uh, float. So that'll be a big hit among my two toddlers. All right, here's the question that I'll leave you with. Not only is it Thanksgiving, there's some big shopping days coming up. What is considered the biggest shopping day of the year? Do you think it's A, Cyber Monday, B, Singles Day, C, Black Friday, or D, the Chinese New Year? You can submit your guess over at aroundtheozarks.com, and we will have this answer for you on Monday morning as we take a break here on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather for the Thanksgiving holiday, too. We want to wish you a big happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, whatever you're doing, or if you're working, thank you so much. I hope everyone has a fantastic holiday. And make sure you keep the warm weather or warm clothing around for the cool weekend that we have ahead. Thanksgiving Day, though, looking pretty nice. And on your Wednesday, you are looking at sunshine and a high temperature of 48 degrees. I'll be back with you early next week.